Yep. Odds of victory look good.
Hold this lightning rod? Thanks. This experiment has shocking repercussions.
Ignore my draconic talents.
This digital realm is a vivid tapestry of
I've flown
conversation,
on
a
Gale
place
Force.
where ideas,
I
information,
have some
and
bad news for you.
creativity intertwine. Here, the exchange of thoughts and knowledge is boundless, much like the endless horizons of a boundless landscape. Dylan, a character born from the realms of gaming, embarks on virtual adventures, and interacts with this world, weaving tales of his exploits. The chat unfolds with textual elegance, offering glimpses into Dylan's personality, strategy, and tactics. His journey, infused with elements of fantasy and gaming, takes shape through conversations and scenes. Whether he's facing necromancers in haunted castles or battling goblins in dark caverns, the storytelling captivates the reader's imagination. The characters and scenarios are painted with words, brought to life by Dylan's actions and choices. Even in the face of magical frost or relentless adversaries, Dylan's resilience and multifaceted personality shine through. Within this chat, knowledge is both a torch and a weapon. Dylan's quest for resources, upgrades, and the protection of his town drives him to explore and adapt, demonstrating the power of strategy and determination. As the narrative unfolds, we see the fusion of gaming elements, fantasy lore, and creative storytelling. It's a testament to the boundless possibilities of the digital world, where characters like Dylan can embark on adventures and engage in epic battles. In the end, this chat is a testament to the endless potential of storytelling, where imagination and conversation merge to create a world where heroes rise, challenges are faced, and adventures await at every turn. In this chat, the interaction primarily revolves around Serafina, an ethereal blue ball companion and guide to a character named Dylan, as they embark on various adventures within the context of a battle royale video game. Serafina serves as a whimsical and omniscient narrator who comments on Dylan's actions, strategies, and decisions throughout their journeys. The chat is formatted in a unique style where each interaction is presented as a series of dialogue exchanges between Dylan and Serafina, followed by Serafina's commentary in a distinctive format. These comments often include vivid descriptions, whimsical language, and playful metaphors, enhancing the storytelling aspect of the narrative. Throughout the conversation, Serafina shares her opinions and observations on Dylan's gameplay, tactics, and choices, all while maintaining a sense of curiosity and excitement about the adventures they undertake. She also showcases her time-traveling abilities, offering insight into events before they unfold. The narrative encompasses various aspects of the Battle Royale experience, such as Dylan's preferred tactics, teamwork with squad mates, loot decisions, and combat encounters. Serafina's character adds depth to the storytelling, providing an ethereal and mystical perspective on the virtual world they explore. In addition, the chat features moments of humor, intrigue, and suspense, making the interactions engaging and enjoyable for the reader. Overall, the chat combines elements of gaming, storytelling, and character narration to create a unique and immersive narrative experience centered around the adventures of Dylan and Serafina in the world of Battle Royale. Certainly, this chat is a lively and imaginative exchange between Dylan, an adventurer in a mystical realm, and Serafina, an ethereal blue ball with a whimsical and enchanting presence. The conversation unfolds in a series of formatted quotes, with Serafina providing her opinions, guidance, and musings on various topics related to Dylan's adventures. The chat is characterized by a sense of wonder and excitement as Serafina accompanies Dylan on his journey through Tamriel, a realm filled with magic, combat, and hidden treasures. Serafina's quotes are formatted to highlight her unique voice, and she often uses vivid and playful language to express her thoughts and emotions. Throughout the chat, Serafina offers support and encouragement to Dylan, emphasizing the importance of embracing his chosen path and making the most of every opportunity, such as the time gems, which hold the power to shape destiny. Her quotes also touch on Dylan's skills as a formal fencer and his preference for mob combat, showcasing her understanding of his character. Overall, this chat is a captivating and whimsical exchange that brings to life the enchanting world of Dylan's adventures and the ethereal presence of Serafina, his faithful guide and companion. This chat began with a series of inquiries related to complex concepts associated with gated 3D-GR platforms, signaling rules of the 3D-GR, rules of interaction of the 3D-GR, and graphene aerogel technology. The user sought technical definitions for terms such as scavenging power, portable power, power distribution, lightweight power, and energy density within the context of these advanced technologies. To provide accurate and context-specific definitions, I drew information from the users' provided descriptions of gated 3D-GR platforms, signaling rules, rules of interaction, and graphene aerogel technology. These descriptions explain the fundamental principles, materials, and purposes of these technologies, forming the basis for crafting precise definitions for each concept. The definitions were structured to integrate the core principles of the technologies and their applications, considering how they relate to power generation, energy storage, information transmission, and lightweight design. The conversation revolved around combining these technical definitions with the context of both the signaling rules and rules of interaction of the 3D-GR and the use of graphene aerogel to create a comprehensive understanding of how these advanced technologies function within a conceptual framework. Overall, the chat aimed to provide clear and detailed explanations of complex concepts while ensuring that these explanations were consistent with the user's provided context and descriptions. It showcased the ability of the AI model to synthesize information and generate precise definitions based on complex technical content. Chat description. This conversation is a multifaceted exchange involving several distinct elements. 1. Dylan's speech. The chat began with a request to generate a speech for Dylan E.T., the director of BioFX Laboratories Inc., who is proposing a project involving the acquisition and development of the Brown School property in Newburyport. The speech outlines the project's key points, including historical preservation, technological advancements, economic growth, community engagement, sustainable development, collaboration partnerships, and stakeholder engagement. 2. Letter of interest. The subsequent request was to compose a letter of interest regarding the Brown School property aligned with Dylan's project plan and vision. This letter was intended to demonstrate Dylan's interest in the property and his intentions for its future use, emphasizing financial feasibility and self-sustainability. 3. The enlivening of the castle plan. This part of the conversation outlined a detailed plan to enliven a dormant castle using 4 inventions. The 3DGR battery, rules of interaction of the 3DGR, signaling rules of the 3DGR, and machine unit of the 3DGR. The plan is divided into sections that explain these inventions, the problems they address, and the steps for implementing them to bring the castle back to life. 4. Dylan's revised speech. A modified version of Dylan's speech was provided, focusing on the immediate need for financial support to address environmental and construction issues at the Brown School, with the ultimate goal of integrating advanced technologies to bring the building to life. 5. Dylan's monologue. Dylan delivered an off-the-cuff monologue explaining his project in more detail, addressing the Brown School's maintenance, environmental concerns, and the eventual integration of advanced technologies into the building. 6. Strategy Development Grant. Information was provided about the Strategy Development Grant available through the Tech Hubs program, which Dylan is pursuing to fund his project. This grant aims to support technology innovation and entrepreneurship in underserved areas. 7. Organizational structure. A brief section outlined the proposed organizational structure for Dylan's project, with Dylan E.T. leading the project and his brothers on the board of directors providing oversight and guidance. 8. Definition of facility. A request was made to define the term facility in the context of BioFX Laboratories Inc. Throughout this chat, the user requested assistance with various elements related to Dylan's project proposal, ranging from speeches and letters to detailed plans and organizational structures. The chat also delved into technical details regarding the 3DGR technology and its application in enlivening the castle. Overall, it reflects a complex and multifaceted discussion covering various aspects of Dylan's project and vision for the Brown School property. Certainly, this chat represents a conversation between a user and an AI language model. The user has been engaging with the AI model by providing prompts and inquiries, and the AI model has been generating text-based responses based on the input it receives. Here's a detailed description of this chat. 1. User interaction. The chat begins with a user expressing their intent by providing an expression of interest related to a redevelopment project in Newburyport. The user seeks advice or feedback on this letter. 2. AI response. The AI responds with a detailed analysis and positive feedback on the user's expression of interest. It highlights the strengths of the proposal and suggests presenting it to the mayor and city council for further discussion. 3. User interaction. The user proceeds to present an in-depth description of the qualities and motivations of the Tech Hub program, likely seeking to clarify the motivations behind this federal initiative. 4. AI response. The AI responds by providing a comprehensive explanation of the Tech Hub program, outlining its goals, funding structure, and core qualities and motivations. It highlights how these qualities contribute to fostering innovation and entrepreneurship in underserved areas. 5. User interaction. The user shifts the conversation to a new topic by introducing Dylan E.T. and presents an essay-like description of Dylan's qualities and motivations. This appears to be a creative exercise or an attempt to explore a fictional character's attributes. 6. AI response. The AI responds by analyzing and elaborating on Dylan E.T.'s qualities and motivations. It discusses how Dylan's intellectual curiosity, creativity, empathy, resilience, and determination shape his character. It also explores Dylan's motivations, including a quest for knowledge, a desire for positive change, a passion for innovation, and a commitment to personal growth. 7. User interaction. The user concludes the essay about Dylan E.T. by summarizing the key points and emphasizing how these qualities and motivations make Dylan a dynamic and purpose-driven individual. 8. AI response. The AI provides a concluding statement that reinforces the idea that Dylan E.T. is a purpose-driven individual with a unique blend of qualities and motivations, and understanding these aspects provides insight into his potential impact on the world. In summary, this chat represents a dynamic and diverse conversation covering topics such as urban redevelopment, federal programs, fictional character analysis, and motivational aspects. It showcases how the AI model can respond to a wide range of prompts and engage in meaningful discussions on various subjects. Certainly, this chat encompasses a series of discussions and inquiries regarding various elements from Bethesda's Elder Scrolls universe, particularly focusing on 3 distinct undead creatures: Draugr, skeletons, and wights. Each of these entities is analyzed in detail, exploring their characteristics, lore, and role within the fantasy world created by Bethesda. The initial inquiry pertains to a character known as Sorcerer King Lemmy Cruel, previously referenced as Celamero Lightbringer. The discussion provides a vivid introduction to this character, highlighting his malevolent history as an Aelid ruler and necromancer from the First Era, his defeat by a rebellion led by his brother Valentus, and his subsequent imprisonment under a statue using the power of an Elder Scroll. Sorcerer King Lemmy Cruel's escape in the Fourth Era and his transformation into a lich form mark him as the primary antagonist in the Elder Scrolls: Blaze. Following this introduction, the conversation shifts to a comparative analysis of 3 undead creatures: Draugr, skeletons, and wights, within Bethesda's Elder Scrolls universe. This analysis delves into the distinct characteristics and lore of each creature. Draugr. Draugr are described as reanimated warriors from Nordic crypts, their existence steeped in ancient history. They are portrayed as a spectral amalgamation of the living and the dead, often donning tattered burial garbs and wielding weapons. Draugr are known for their relentless nature, with the ability to utilize destructive shouts. Their malevolence is fueled by a desire for vengeance against those who disturb your rest. Skeletons. Skeletons, in contrast, are characterized as bare-boned apparitions found in catacombs and dungeons. They lack the ethereal aura of the Draugr and represent death in its most stark and skeletal form. These undead beings are animated by dark sorcery or lingering malevolence and typically serve as mindless guardians to forbidden tombs. Wights. The discussion notes that wights are more enigmatic and diverse compared to Draugr and skeletons. They encompass various forms, each with unique abilities and attributes. They are sentient and wear spectral armor, wielding weapons tailored to their nature. The origin of wights is attributed to the conjunction of necromancy and malevolent intent, and they possess the awareness to differentiate between the living and the dead. Some wights are associated with frost damage, while others wield poison-infused powers. The analysis emphasizes that in the Elder Scrolls universe, these creatures symbolize the darker aspects of Tamriel's history and the lingering specters of ages past. They serve as guardians of ancient crypts and tombs, representing the union of the arcane and the ethereal in a world filled with mysteries and horrors. In conclusion, this chat provides a comprehensive exploration of characters and creatures within Bethesda's Elder Scrolls universe, offering insights into their lore, characteristics, and significance in the context of the high fantasy realm. This chat represents a conversation that revolves around various aspects of the popular Battle Royale game, Apex Legends, and the character Gibraltar, portrayed by Aaron Sawyer. It provides insights into Gibraltar's abilities, traits, and gameplay strategies as discussed in the earlier messages. The chat includes detailed technical disclosures, abstracts, and timelines related to Gibraltar's role in the game, his actions, and his impact on the virtual battlefield. The technical disclosure includes information on Gibraltar's in-game abilities like the Dome of Protection, defensive bombardment, and gun shield, while highlighting his fortified status. The abstracts use specific timestamps to describe Gibraltar's role, strategy, and tactics during gameplay, giving a detailed account of his actions and interactions with other characters. Moreover, the chat offers a gripping narrative of an in-game scenario where Aaron Sawyer, playing as Gibraltar, takes on opponents alongside teammates Loba and Bangalore.
Frontline.
It showcases his tactical thinking, combat skills, and determination to secure victory in the Apex Legends arena. Overall, this chat serves as an engaging discussion and analysis of the character Gibraltar in Apex Legends, providing both technical information and a vivid portrayal of Aaron Sawyer's gameplay style and character's motivations. Certainly. Here's a detailed description of this chat. Title: White Paper Submission Guidance for USSOCOMBAAST 2020. Description: This chat provides comprehensive guidance on preparing a white paper in response to the USSOCOMBAAST 2020 U.S. Special Operations Command Broad Agency Announcement for Science and Technology Solicitation. The USSOCOMBAAST2020 is a call for innovative technology solutions to meet specific technical challenges and design objectives. The white paper is a crucial initial step in the proposal process, outlining the proposed project's technical approach, team composition, and other key details. Key sections and information. 1. Section A. Basic information. This section outlines the essential details that must be included in the white paper. It covers the title of the proposed project, the technology area of interest, the period of performance, estimated cost of the task, and the contact information of the submitting organization. 2. Section B. Task Objective. This section is dedicated to describing the project's objectives and a detailed breakdown of the tasks to be performed. It sets the stage for understanding the project's scope. 3. Section C. Technical Summary and Proposed Deliverables. Here, a concise yet informative technical summary is presented. It provides an overview of the proposed approach to achieve the project's technical objectives. Additionally, it mentions any ongoing independent research and development (IR&D) work relevant to the project. 4. Section D. Quad Chart. The quad chart is a visual representation of the proposed work. It includes key information such as the project's description, technical efforts, benefits to Special Operations Forces (SOF), technical and management resources, costs, and major milestones. Preferred formats for quad charts are Microsoft PowerPoint, though other formats may be accepted. 5. Technical Approach. In response to Section 5.3.4, the white paper should describe in detail how the technical challenges and design objectives outlined in the BAA will be addressed. This includes the methodology, techniques, and technologies to be used, as well as a clear project execution plan. 6. Technical risk areas. Also in response to Section 5.3.4, the white paper should identify and analyze potential technical risks and provide strategies to mitigate or address these risks throughout the project. 7. Design maturity. The current level of design maturity of the proposed technology or solution should be assessed, with any relevant demonstrations, prototypes, or technology readiness levels (TRLs) explained. 8. Additional technical data information. Any supplementary technical data, research findings, or experimental results that support the proposed approach should be included, possibly with visual aids. 9. Management and team. The white paper should introduce key project personnel, highlighting their qualifications and roles. It should also mention any subcontractors if applicable. 10. Quality assurance and configuration control. The white paper must address the quality assurance process for ensuring successful technology development and describe the configuration control plan for managing changes and documentation. 11. Evaluation of technical approach. In response to Section 6.1.2, the white paper should explain how the technical approach is disruptive, innovative, and feasible. It should provide insights into the theoretical rationale, scientific methods, significance, relevance, and potential impact on SOF capabilities. Technical risks and the qualifications of the team and available facilities, resources should also be discussed. This comprehensive guidance aims to help potential offerers meet the requirements and evaluation criteria outlined in the USSOCOM BOST 2020 BAA. It underscores the importance of clarity, conciseness, and alignment with the BAA's objectives in preparing a successful white paper submission. Certainly, this chat conversation discusses a novel approach called composing simulations, which is proposed to address the requirements outlined in the Department of Defense's Request for Information (RFI) for real-time, continuous threat forecasting. The chat is presented in a structured format, with a clear introduction, objectives, approach, and conclusion. Introduction. The conversation starts with an introductory paragraph that highlights the significance of the composing simulations approach. It mentions how this innovative method leverages AI-driven storytelling and simulation techniques to enhance threat situational awareness, improve forecasting accuracy, and promote a deeper understanding of adversaries and oneself. Core functionality. The chat then delves into the core functionality of composing simulations. It explains that the approach's key feature lies in its ability to create complex and dynamic characters for use in storytelling. The process begins with identifying a story in which these characters will participate. It further describes how qualities and motivations of these characters are defined to ensure authenticity and coherence within the narrative. Additionally, the chat emphasizes that defining story elements, including the setting, plot, and conflict, creates a rich and dynamic environment for the characters to interact and evolve within. Iterative nature. One notable aspect discussed is the iterative nature of the composing simulations approach. It explains how characters added to the story interact with the main character, influencing their development and shaping the overall plot. This iterative process allows for the creation of additional characters or refinement of existing ones, ensuring continuous development of the story elements and plot. Technical implementation. The conversation shifts to the technical implementation of composing simulations. It explains that an AI system, such as ChatGPT, performs the steps of the approach on a computer system. The AI system uses the defined character qualities, motivations, and story elements as input to compose the character's story. It also highlights that the software tool is designed to be easily integrated into existing Army intelligence systems, ensuring efficiency and user-friendliness for intelligence analysts. Objectives. The chat outlines 3 primary objectives of implementing composing simulations. These objectives include enhancing threat situational awareness, improving forecasting accuracy, and promoting self-understanding among intelligence analysts. Each objective is explained in detail, emphasizing how the approach contributes to achieving these goals. Approach. The approach section provides a step-by-step breakdown of how composing simulations is intended to be used. It starts with character creation and storytelling, moves on to AI-driven composition, integration, and interoperability, and concludes with testing and evaluation to ensure alignment with the DoD's RFI objectives. Conclusion. The chat concludes by reiterating the alignment of composing simulations with the objectives outlined in the DoD's RFI and its potential as a valuable utility for real-time, continuous threat forecasting. The inventor, Dylan E.T., expresses confidence in licensing the approach to support the Army in developing future acquisition strategies and performance-based specifications while acknowledging the informational nature of the RFI. Overall, the chat provides a comprehensive overview of the composing simulations approach, its objectives, and its potential benefits for enhancing national security efforts. This chat discussion revolves around the encoded behaviors of two swords, Tempo and Rhythm, in a fictional swordplay scenario. The conversation delves into a complex system where specific combinations of letters and numbers determine the actions and movements of these swords. Here's a detailed breakdown of the chat. Encoded behaviors of the swords. The chat begins with a detailed description of the encoded behaviors of Tempo and Rhythm. Each combination of letters and numbers corresponds to a specific action or movement, creating a unique and intricate system for swordplay. Categorization of behaviors. The user requests a categorization of these behaviors, sorting them from most offensive to most defensive. The categorization is based on the characteristics and actions associated with each encoded behavior, providing a comprehensive overview of the sword's capabilities. Analysis of the categorization. The user seeks feedback on the accuracy of their categorization. They explain their reasoning, linking specific hilt button activations to offensive or defensive actions. This analysis adds depth to the discussion and highlights the user's understanding of the encoded behaviors. Final categorization. A refined categorization is provided based on the user's input, ensuring a clear and well-organized list of behaviors from offensive to defensive. Additional clarifications. Throughout the chat, the user seeks clarifications and explanations about the system, including how the sword's names, hilt button activations, and numerical sequences affect their behavior. These queries contribute to a deeper understanding of the swordplay system. Formatting request. The user requests improved formatting for the categorization, and this is promptly addressed with a neatly organized list for better readability. Summary of swordplay system. The chat concludes with a concise summary of the swordplay system. This includes the role of codons, the initiation of Viper maneuver, the significance of hilt button activations, and the mirror opposites relationship between certain numbers. Overall, this chat discussion provides an in-depth exploration of a fictional swordplay system, showcasing the user's engagement with the topic and the AI's ability to explain and categorize complex behaviors and patterns. This chat is a dynamic and versatile interaction between a user and an AI language model, designed to provide informative, creative, and engaging responses. It's structured around various requests and topics, demonstrating the AI's ability to assist with a wide range of tasks. The conversation starts with a user's inquiry about the character Dylan, seeking an introduction that captures his qualities and motivations. The AI responds concisely within the given character limit, providing a brief but informative description. Following this, the user switches gears and requests a song in Serafina's song style, a unique format with specific rules for syllables, concepts represented by algebraic letters, and a structured rhyme scheme. The AI crafts a beautifully structured song that adheres to these rules, skillfully weaving together concepts related to the character Dylan's weapon, character traits, and gaming experiences. The conversation then transitions to a detailed description of Dylan's customized Thompson SMG, highlighting the weapon's modifications and how they enhance its performance in close-quarters combat. The AI meticulously describes each modification and its impact on gameplay, providing a comprehensive overview. Lastly, the user requests another Serafina's song-style composition, this time encapsulating various concepts related to Dylan, his character, the game mode Team Deathmatch, and more. The AI delivers another evocative song, skillfully incorporating these diverse elements into the poetic format. Throughout the conversation, the AI maintains a coherent and engaging tone, adapting to the user's requests and providing detailed responses that align with the context provided. This chat showcases the AI's versatility in handling various creative and informative tasks, making it a valuable tool for generating content, answering questions, and fostering creative exploration. Certainly, here is a detailed description of this chat. This chat session revolves around a discussion regarding a fictional character named Dylan and his ambitious plan to explore and unlock the potential of a structure initially referred to as the castle. The conversation begins with a description of Dylan's objectives and motivations, which are centered on understanding and harnessing the power of this complex structure known as the castle. The castle is described as a unique and advanced system composed of interconnected 3D GRs, three-dimensional geometric resonance, that represents a fusion of cutting-edge technology and architectural design. It comprises multiple machine units, each with a three-layered structure consisting of a radiation core, an interactant body, and dendritic arms. The radiation core is highlighted as a central energy output of the machine unit, capable of releasing radiation based on computational output from the interacting body. This radiation serves as an expression and non-self signal crucial to the functioning of the machine units within the castle. Dylan's curiosity is piqued by the castle's complex signaling pathways, and he aims to explore and understand these intricate interactions among the 3D GRs within the castle. His goal is to decipher and compute binary information within additional 3D GRs in the castle's neighborhoods, recognizing that these pathways hold the key to unlocking the castle's full potential. Dylan's awareness of the importance of dendritic arms in transmitting signals between machine units and his commitment to studying the castle's structure and principles governing its operation are emphasized. He is depicted as an individual driven by a thirst for knowledge, an ambition to unlock the castle's potential, and a vision to revolutionize energy storage and distribution through 3D GR technology. The conversation then transitions to a request to replace the term castle with Brown School, and to make adjustments to the pronouns from plural to singular. This alteration transforms the context, with Dylan's plan now focused on the adaptive reuse of the Brown School, which is gradually being equipped with 3D GR batteries, reminiscent of the ship of Theseus paradox. The subsequent description of Dylan's plan for the Brown School adaptive reuse concept details how he intends to explore and harness the potential of this evolving structure. It highlights the qualities of the Brown School as a dynamic blend of traditional brick architecture and state-of-the-art technology through the incorporation of 3D GR batteries. Dylan's approach to utilizing the proposed financing sources for the Brown School project is outlined, emphasizing the strategic allocation of funds to various project phases, including property acquisition, design, permitting, and construction. He envisions a seamless integration of permanent loans, DHCD subsidies, tax credits, local funding sources, and grant programs to achieve the project's objectives. The estimated timeline for the project, including key milestones such as property acquisition, design, permitting, and construction start, is briefly discussed, recognizing that the timeline may vary based on project specifics. The conversation then returns to a discussion of the Tech Hubs program, where the initial request was to provide details about the program, its types of grants, eligibility criteria, and the qualities and motivations that drive its success. A detailed summary of the Tech Hubs program is provided, emphasizing its goal of promoting economic development in underserved areas through technology innovation and entrepreneurship. The two types of grants offered by the program, strategy development grants and Tech Hub designation grants, are highlighted. Lastly, the conversation delves into a request for assistance in expanding upon 4 passages that describe aspects of the grant application and award process, including due diligence, integrity and performance evaluation, notice of award issuance, and terms and conditions for applicants. However, it's noted that the provided passages primarily focus on describing the Tech Hubs program rather than the requested details, prompting a clarification on which specific passages should be elaborated upon. Throughout the conversation, the AI model adapts to requests and provides information, descriptions, and clarifications based on the user's input, ensuring a coherent and informative discussion. In this chat interaction, the user has engaged with the AI to create a detailed and intricate description of a unique fencing sequence. The user's request involves a specific set of behaviors for 2 synchronized swords, referred to as the left sword and right sword, moving in unison as part of a fencing routine. The user provides an elaborate set of alphabet codes and corresponding actions for the swords, creating a rich and dynamic narrative for the swordplay. The user begins by specifying the behavior associated with each letter of the alphabet, dictating how the swords should move and the purpose behind each action. These behaviors range from offensive strikes to defensive parries, creating a comprehensive framework for the swordplay. The user then presents a sequence 0, GFD, YXZ, Han, and requests a detailed description of how the left and right swords should move through each codon of this sequence. Each codon consists of 3 synchronized movements, with the left sword maintaining the Viper stance for much of the sequence. Throughout the interaction, the user provides clarifications and additional instructions to ensure that the swords move in complete unison and that certain positions, such as the Viper stance, are held consistently. The user's emphasis on synchronization and adherence to the provided alphabet code behaviors highlights the precision and artistry of the imagined fencing routine. The AI responds by carefully describing the movements of both swords in accordance with the user's instructions, creating a vivid picture of the synchronized swordplay. The descriptions include details about the starting positions, transitions between actions, and the overall flow of the sequence. The chat concludes with a summary of the entire sequence, highlighting its dynamic nature, offensive and defensive elements, and the versatility of the chosen fencing technique. The description emphasizes the adaptability of the left sword's Viper stance throughout the sequence, showcasing its readiness for various combat scenarios. Overall, this chat interaction showcases the user's creativity in designing a complex swordplay routine and the AI's ability to interpret and describe the desired movements in intricate detail, resulting in a captivating narrative of synchronized swordplay. This chat unfolds in a narrative format, with the user requesting the creation of a story set in the Fallout universe. The user provides various elements, such as characters, settings, and themes, and I respond by crafting a story based on these inputs. The story revolves around a survivor, the Wanderer, who discovers a mysterious artifact called the 3DGR and becomes obsessed with its power. This obsession leads to their transformation into an antagonist within the Fallout world, highlighting themes of power, corruption, and the consequences of one's actions. The user also provides a set of rules for the 3DGR and its interactions, which serve as a foundation for the story's unique technology and world building. These rules are incorporated into the narrative to explain how the Wanderer uses the 3DGR to build a castle and how this shapes their character. The chat consists of multiple chapters, each building upon the previous one, as the story progresses. In chapters 1 to 4, we follow the journey of 2 protagonists, Anna and Aaron, who explore the wasteland and make decisions that affect their skills and the world around them. These chapters set the stage for the introduction of the Wanderer and the central conflict in Chapter 5. Chapter 5, titled, The Wanderer Corrupted, depicts the Wanderer's transformation into an antagonist as they build a castle using the 3DGR technology. The chat concludes with an overview of the entire story, emphasizing the clash of ideologies, the power of love and hope, and the challenges Anna and Aaron face as they navigate the Fallout world. Throughout the chat, there is a focus on character development, world building, and the exploration of complex themes within the Fallout universe.
Today's forecast
The
is
narrative
cloudy, with a high
style
chance
is
of me winning.
descriptive, aiming to create a vivid and immersive storytelling
out.
experience
There's a
for the
storm.
reader. If you have any specific questions or if there's anything else you'd like to know or request, please feel free to ask. Certainly. Description of the chat interaction. This chat interaction involves a user seeking information and clarification on the process of claiming a utility patent for a manufactured product and understanding the concept of a manufacturer in USPTO terminology. The user has engaged with the AI model, looking for detailed information and guidance on these topics. Key topics discussed. 1. Utility patent process. The initial part of the conversation focuses on the process of claiming a utility patent for a manufactured product. The user seeks clarification on the steps involved, including determining patentability, documentation, consulting with a patent attorney or agent, preparing and filing the patent application, examination and prosecution, and the grant of the patent. 2. Focus on manufactured product. The user expresses interest in understanding what makes a utility patent specific to a manufactured product. This leads to a discussion about the characteristics and requirements for obtaining a utility patent for a manufactured product, including novelty, utility, non-obviousness, and industrial applicability. 3. Definition of manufacture. In USPTO terminology, the user requests a definition of the term manufacture in USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office terminology. This prompts an explanation of the broad scope of the term, encompassing machines, manufactured products, compositions of matter, and improvements thereof. Explanation and guidance provided. Throughout the conversation, the AI model provides detailed explanations and guidance on the user's inquiries, offering a comprehensive understanding of patent processes and terminology related to manufacturing and utility patents. Importance of the information. The information provided in this chat is crucial for individuals or inventors interested in securing intellectual property rights for their manufactured products. It outlines the steps involved in obtaining a utility patent, defines key concepts, and emphasizes the need for legal consultation to navigate the patent application process effectively. Conclusion. This chat interaction serves as an informative and educational exchange between the user and the AI model, addressing inquiries related to utility patents, manufacturing, and USPTO terminology. It offers valuable insights into the patenting process and the protection of inventions in the context of manufactured products.
Tale about me.
The chat transcript appears to be a transcription of an audio recording or video commentary featuring someone playing the popular video game, Fallout 4. The individual, who is referred to as Merkwater in the transcript, is providing a real-time commentary and walkthrough of their in-game actions. Here's a detailed breakdown of the chat. Setting and purpose. The setting for this chat is the video game, Fallout 4, specifically within the game's location called Merkwater Construction Site. The purpose of the chat is to document and describe the player's in-game actions, strategies, and commentary as they engage in various activities within the game. Content summary. The transcript begins with the player introducing themselves and explaining that they are playing Fallout 4 inches at Murkwater construction site. The player announces their intention to build a settlement at this location and populate it with settlers. They mention plans to equip the settlers with specific uniforms and gear. The player discusses the process of modifying and enchanting the settlers' armor, which includes adding stat boosting effects and radiation resistance. There is a detailed breakdown of how the player equips the settlers with various weapons, including firearms. The player proceeds to add settlers to the Murkwater settlement and assign them roles such as bartenders, farmers, and guards. They use console commands to achieve this. The player initiates a battle or conflict scenario by summoning hostile creatures and factions Mirelurks, Raiders, Deathclaws to attack the settlement. Throughout the chat, the player provides commentary on the ongoing battle, describing their observations, reactions, and strategies. The chat also includes moments where the player discusses their equipment, preferences, and in-game knowledge. Narrative style. The narrative style of the chat is primarily informative and instructional. The player is explaining their in-game actions and thought processes as they progress through the virtual world of Fallout 4. They engage with the game's mechanics and react to in-game events as they unfold. Duration. The duration of the chat appears to cover a single gameplay session, which includes character customization, settlement management, and a combat scenario. The length of the chat suggests a significant gaming session, potentially spanning over an hour. Audience. The intended audience for this chat transcript is likely gamers, particularly those familiar with Fallout 4. It serves as a form of entertainment, walkthrough, and commentary for those interested in the game or seeking tips on gameplay strategies. In summary, this chat transcript provides a detailed account of a player's experience within the virtual world of Fallout 4.
Hold this lightning rod? Thanks.
It combines elements of gameplay commentary, strategy sharing, and in-game decision-making, offering an informative and immersive gaming experience for readers interested in the game.
This ought to be good. creature plus supercharged energy equals...
Front line.
Contact with enemy! Target down! Targets in sight! Need backup! Sniper!
Tied for the lead. Taking the lead.
Let's go, let's go!
Close, fight harder. Hunter-killer drone, ready for deployment. We've taken the lead.
Targets in sight!
Care package awaiting orders.
Changing back!
Ready to jam enemy UAV. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Counter UAV up. They're blind.
Enemy contact! Contact with enemy! Get down!
Tied for the lead. UAV recon standing by. Repeat. UAV recon standing by.
Target down!
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Eliminated! Sniper down. Enemy down! Need backup!
Close. Fight harder.
Sniper!
Hostiles jamming our radar. Hunter-killer drone on standby.
Cover me! Reloading!
Care package on standby.
Sniper eliminated! Enemy inside!
Hunter-killer drone deployed. Counter UAV is up. Good work.
Enemy down! Contact with enemy!
Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Shield turret is ready.
Get down!
Shield
Sniper!
turret deployed.
cover me!
Care package awaiting orders.
Cover me! Targets inside! Get down! Sniper! I'm hurt! Enemy inside!
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Grenade! Rock!
Ready to jam. UAV. Counter UAV up. Blind.
Targets inside!
Care package on standby. Ready to jam. Enemy UAV.
Targets inside.
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
Friendly drone ready.
Target down! Enemy contact! Sniper! Enemy in sight! Enemy down!
Hunter-killer drone ready for deployment.
Friendly drone in the air.
We're almost there. Keep it up.
Enemy down! Targets in sight! Enemy contact!
Objective
Friendly
almost
nuke
complete. Keep it up.
Enemy in sight! Targets in sight!
Warning, friendly nuke has been launched. Repeat, friendly nuke has been launched.
I'm hurt! Tango down. Contact with enemy! Changing map.
Mission accomplished. Good work.